Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill DVD collection. Now, there is, I believe, a Kill Bill 3 that's in development. Well, it's been a long development since the last one. It's just 20 odd years now. Well, I think it is actually 20 years because I think it's 2003. Kill Bill 2. I'm pretty sure it does say on the Kill Bill franchise that there's 3 going to be coming out. I don't know when that's going to be. It's probably one of those films that they say they're going to make or plan on making, and it just either takes ages and 20 years to make, or they never make it at all. But I could see it does say Kill Bill 3 on there, but could be one of those ones stuck in development hell, so they say. But I don't know. Anyway, currently at the moment there's 2, come out of DVD. So let's look at the first one. Obviously, Kill Bill Volume 1, and it stars Uma Thurman. She's obviously been in a few films, Batman and Robin, and a few others. Can't think of the top of my head. Which played she played Poison Ivy in the old Batman and Robin. Now, I must admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Kill Bill, to be honest. I'm not overly, I don't really like it that much. I'm not a massive Quentin Tarantino. I don't really. It's a bit. Don't get me wrong, he's a good director, but I don't know, some of the things he does, movie-wise, and some of the scenes are a bit odd and strange. But that's the way he does things. As I said, I'm not a great fan of these. I think when they come out at the beginning, I didn't really see him straight away. I didn't really see him till years later, and then decided to add them to the collection a couple of years ago. I don't mind seeing them. I mean, they're all right. But the first one come out in about just a couple of years before the first, or I'm trying to think what date the first one was. I thought it was 2001, but I'm pretty sure it didn't come out long before the second one. It's 2001, 2002, 2003. It doesn't actually say on here, some strange reason, but it's not too long for the second one anyway. Obviously starring Uma Thurman. And as I say, I'm not a massive fan of this, but the first one is actually pretty good in terms of how it's set and the pace, especially how it begins. I like how it begins. I like that scene, the fight scene. First fight scene is pretty good. And the end scene is really, really good, where Uma Thurman takes out quite a lot of bad guys, and that is really, really good. And in general, I think it is actually pretty much alright all the way through. There's moments where it's bit boring, but then it's sort of, because it's quite short. It's about an hour and 40 minutes, so it's not too long. And even when they do, when it's talking and there's not much going on, it does sort of pick up again where there's stuff going on. And it's actually all right. As I said, I'm just not a massive Tarantino Kill Bill fan. As I said, I do just like the action really in it, and as I said, the first one is quite good, to be honest. Now the second one, I'm pretty sure it was 2004. This the first one. I think the first one might be 2003 and this 2004. I think that's it. So it wasn't long before the second one was made. Anyway, now second one, obviously Uma Thurman again. To be honest, I actually think the first one is better. This is probably maybe too long, and sometimes a lot of cases bit too boring when there's nothing going on, and a lot of talking and that. And to be honest, there's only probably about really, well, there's a bit going on at the beginning, but it don't last long, where there's action, and then there's a bit in the middle where Uma Thurman is fighting Daryl Hannah, and then the fight at the end when she fights Bill at the end, or the bad guy, is it Bill? Or the bad guy at the end. Yeah, and that's pretty much the only action really you see, really. Her fighting Daryl Hannah, and then the end fight scene where she takes on the villain. So that's pretty much it. The rest is like just pretty much her training and just talking, and it's actually sometimes a bit quite boring a lot of the time. And there doesn't seem to be much in terms of it being, as I said, I don't think it's better than the first. I think the first is better, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem. There seems to be. There should have been more action scenes in it. And yeah, just as I said, it just, you know, way it starts, but then it's quickly over. Then there's not much happening until she fights Daryl Hannah. Then there's nothing else happening, and then she fights someone at the end, and that's pretty much it as far as action goes. There's not much else. You expect it to be more heavy, but it's sort of, it's a bit of a disappointing climax, because, you know, considering the first one where she took on loads of people at the end, this is like sort of a letdown where it's sort of, and then it's sort of over too quickly, and then you think, oh, hasn't turned out to be much or pretty much of an epic. It's sort of gone to quite boring. That's my feelings anyway about it. The action, you know, the scene where she fights Daryl Hannah is quite a good fight, but then that's pretty much the best of the whole movie, that fight. You know, the other bits are just boring and it just drags on. It probably should have been the same length as the first one, even if that was going to happen. I don't think it needed to be 2 hours or over. Well, it's way too long. So the time, not enough action going on, too much talking, and it's just boring at times. Sometimes you just feel like you want to skip to the fight and just get it over with. But you know, that's my feelings. As I said, I think the first one is better, but the action itself, when it does happen in the second, is good, and the first one I think overall is pretty good, and better than the first. So guys, that is going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for lots more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye for now, see you soon.